Hey guys, it's Soulist Venture. I just wanted to give my Patreon community an update of what they can expect this week. So I know this is a little bit late to post, but this is just kind of a summary of what you can see on my Patreon. So I just did a little overview of a couple passages of this book, The Creative Act, A Way of Being, and how I've noticed that all the things that I'm learning in this book can be applied to how I see tabletop RPGs as a creative medium. And so I feel like a lot of people, they can apply this to art, to writing, photography, etc. But it's also just really cool as I am playing tabletop RPGs. The more that I play it, the more that I realize that it is a really fun creative medium. And so, for example, I kind of go over how I think about ideas and what I do with those ideas and try to incorporate them into my adventures. And in this book, they call ideas seeds. There are certain seeds that don't grow, and there are some that will just reveal itself over time. I noticed that in my notebook and in other notebooks that I've had, I have so many ideas just like sitting here, but some of them just don't come to fruition for whatever reason. Maybe I just ended up not liking it, or it's more of a long-term project and I'm kind of waiting for that, spark to kind of come to me. There's just so much good advice in here if you want to see how you can use this book and apply it to your own tabletop RPG creative process. But of course, it is not essential. I wouldn't say it's essential for you to get. It is a little bit of a pricey like book for what it is, but either way, it's a really good way for you to reflect on your process. So that is one update. The second thing I wanted to share with you guys is I have been doodling zombies, and I have been inspired by the Walking Dead universe. And I have a good friend of mine who is going to be leading us in this adventure. Shout out to Coach Key. I am so thankful for our friendship and I'm really excited to play this game. But I already have some like inspo. Here's like a group of zombies coming at us. I kind of want to go with the outcast. This is a girl who is a survivor. She craves revenge. She has very odd like behavior. I don't know. I'm still trying to craft the, I guess, player that I'm trying to create here. But I also kind of came up with like a starting haven. I thought this would be a really cool like factory maybe as like a starting haven, but there's a ton of ideas in here in The Walking Dead, and I am just so excited to like learn about this more. I'm still reading through it, and I do need to flesh out the stats and stuff of my character. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. I feel like this is a totally different type of setting. I usually gravitate more towards fantasy, and so I'm excited to kind of tap into the zombie kind of world here. So that is my other update that you can see some like art progress with that. And then I also have here my progress with my D&D kind of adventure that I'm crafting. It's I'd probably say it's a one shot, but we have here our elf fighter here, Ethelwyn. So these are her stats, and she is going to be navigating the goblin camp here, and I mapped this out. So yeah, this is going to be a one-shot adventure that I'll be playing. I'm hoping I can like play this, I don't know, within like 30 minutes or so. I just kind of want like a quick short adventure. So I used the D&D player's manual, the basic edition, the basic set. And then I also got these like stats of the goblin from the basic fantasy role-playing game. And so yeah, I'll definitely post like more updates on this, but I feel like it's really easy to convert. The stats pretty similar to what you would expect from the basic set for monsters. So yeah, I'm really excited to add this into my adventure. So her goal is to rescue her 3 friends that have been kidnapped by this mob of goblins. And so yeah, she will be kind of checking out the camp and see if she can find and locate her friends. And I will be rolling as I go for creating these like characters. So yeah, so we'll see who her friends are. So yeah, I still have to create like the character sheets, but yeah, I'm really excited to tap into this. But yeah, those are my updates of what you can expect. And then I also want to say I am in the middle of making, I'll put a screenshot here, but I am in the middle of making a PC backstory slash personality generator for Dungeoneers over on my Patreon. And so it will just be like a table of a bunch of like different words and adjectives to describe your character. And I was also thinking of adding some open-ended questions that could be helpful for you as you are crafting your character. Or maybe you can even use it for like an antagonist too. Maybe it could be like for the big evil bad guy or something. So yeah, I am really excited to tap into that side again of like creating stuff. So that is it for this week's updates, and I'll probably play some Magic the Gathering, another like solo session, but we'll see. I'm also kind of in the middle of moving, so I don't have like a ton of stuff readily available for me because some stuff's just packed up. But anyways, yeah, that is it for this week's updates. Thanks, you guys.